Ah, there she goes. Well, hello, friends and fans of Rock and Roll Love Palace. Today's going to be a little bit of a not a little bit, but a whole lot of a demo. I don't have the specs on it yet. I'll be looking that up, and I'll put it in the description. I had heard there's a fella here on YouTube runs a channel called Scar My Guitar. Excellent information. God knows what he's doing. I think his first name's Sean, and him and his wife do that, and I believe she makes pickups or puts them together. And from what I heard tell, does a pretty dang good job. I am going to be also putting a link. I done figured out how to finally put a link into these demos into his channel. So anyway, without further ado, because I've been wanting a hollow body really bad, because I really like hollow bodies, and this is it right here. There, I had to turn down the volume, but I need a pick, and I don't have one handy. Let's see. Look at this is my little pick box. Isn't that cool? Well, if I can get the son of a bitch open. Let's see. Let's just use one of these. All right. Well, let's get it on a clean channel. There we go. Okay. Does it say inside? There's nothing inside, it says. But just looking at it, it's set up, the design is like a Gibson 335, or very similar to one. F-hose, hollow body, bridge volume, neck volume, and bridge tone and neck tone. There's some of the things I did have to do to it. Originally, it did have a pick guard, but when I bought this, there was no pick guard for it. No big deal. I only paid $200 for it. Yeah, that was it. And I was robbing Peter to pay Paul to do that, let me tell you. Me and a fella named John, a friend of mine from high school all them years back, I was over at his house yesterday. He showed some few things on the guitar that he works on that I never do, and things I probably should have been doing for years but haven't. But I will say this, these are brand new strings. I straightened the neck a little bit. It needed to be just a little bit adjusted. Not very little. Of course, the tail, no name brand tail. Like I said, this is a Firefly guitar. It is not a Gibson. It's not a big brand name. And what I was going to get to about the Scar My Guitar guy, Sean, him and a whole bunch of other people have been pointing out lately. I've noticed, because I always watch guitar stuff along with, various other subjects, history, murder mysteries, so on and so forth. Well, I kept hearing over and over that Firefox ain't a bad guitar for the price. And I said, well, if I don't, I'll go ahead and get it, and if I don't like it, I can always get rid of it. Well, I got Thumbelina behind me giving me nudges and loves. Well, at any rate, the strings that were on there last night were older than Methuselah. They had to go. Now, this one, what they did, the previous owner, they put locking tuners on here. What kind of locking tuners are these? I done forgot. I do not have my little seeing glasses. Let me get them so I can relay this to you folks. Yes, I'm getting old. I have to use cheaters anymore. Last pair of glasses I got, was supposed to get bifocals on it, and I decided not to, like an idiot. And I wish I hadn't done that, but I did. So, anyway, let's see. We can figure out what this says. Professional any car, and I can't make out what it says on the bottom there. But anyway, I've never heard of these kind of. I haven't even, like I said, I haven't even really researched this. I was in such a hot hurry to do a demo and get it tuned up and play. Let's see. We're gonna. Oh, that was another thing. The pickup switch. Everyone, not everyone, like just say, unlike a Strat, copy or a Stratocaster itself, even a Telecaster, with the switch, the pickup switch, it was backwards. And what I mean by that, when you push the switch all the way down, it's the bridge pickup. And when you go to the middle, it gets both pickups. And when you go all the way to the top, it gets just the neck pickup. I mostly play with the bridge pickup. That's just what I'm comfortable with. I like the sound, the tone that I get. I do switch up sometimes. I don't know if anybody plays guitar, you'll hear it, But what we're going to do, we're going to do some clean. And we're going to start off, of course, on the neck pickup and work our way up or down. I say up because the higher, when you're going this direction, you're going on a higher note. So you're going up. And when you go toward the head, where the tuning machines are, you say you're going down because of the notes. So I'm in this instance, we're starting down, and then we're going to work our way up. But anyway, usually when you're doing the neck pickup, it's been my experience, it's mostly rhythm. It's not a rule. It doesn't have to be, but that's just what I was doing. And I don't even see my drink in here. I must have left it. Oh, I see it now. It's way over there. Anyway, let's see what it sounds like here. Just some open chords. I ain't done Freebird in a long time. But anyway, that's the bridge pickup. Let's do with both in the same tune, Freebird, or at least the acoustic part. Sounds pretty. That actually sounds pretty damn good, if you ask me. Like I said, I've said many a time, I am not a professional. There are some things I know, but there's a whole lot I do not know. But to me, to my ear, or actually this ear, because this ear ain't worth a shit, it does seem the action is great. The tone is really nice. It could be just the Marshall also, but that definitely helps. Now, let's see the bridge pickup. And I do believe this is a brand new switch because it sure is stiff. I noticed that just now. But anyway, same tune, bridge pickup. Sounds pretty sweet to me. get dirty. Let's see. Ooh, tad loud there. Okay, here we go. I don't like that setting, but it sounds kind of cool. Excuse me, I have a cheap distortion pedal. Damn you. I can do way better than that. My hand's kind of messed up. Feels like it's messed up. But anyway. I'm really pleased with the guitar. Extremely pleased, actually. I like it just as good as my Ibanez, which is sitting right over here. My LP's somewhere around here, and we'll get that back in action. I don't really like that LP as much as I thought I would, because the neck is like holding a baseball bat, and man, I can't afford to have that neck shaved. That ain't gonna happen. So that might end up going on the chopping block. Maybe, maybe not. But anyway. In case you're just curious, the kind of strings I use are Fender 250Ls, 9 through 42. I think those strings that were on there before were definitely 9s, but what kind they were, I couldn't even tell you. They were so old. Man, they wasn't coming apart, but you could feel that they needed to go. And last night when I bought the guitar, I went directly from there to John's house and hung out with him and his wife. Real nice folks, really good people. John is also obviously a guitar player, in case you didn't guess that. And sometime very soon, we're going to have a live rock and roll show here on this channel. I will try to do what they call a premiere and give everybody a warning. Anybody that even bothers watching this, you know. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is, yeah, it's even got the strap buttons here, where I like, here on the very back by the bottom of the neck, which is right here, and on the bottom, right there. Nice and tight. I like that. Well, this one's a little loose, but that's okay. I don't mind if they twist. The only thing, now this is just my personal preference, is I would prefer my input to be here on the bottom instead of right here. But I normally don't stand playing. When I do, I would have to loop it through the guitar strap to keep it in. I prefer, I like my cables, the straight kind, instead of the kind that are out of 90. If you know what I'm talking, those are you that do play will know what I'm talking about. I do prefer these, except in this situation. I would prefer one with a 90. The only reason I don't like the ones at a 90-degree angle is because when up in here, up in the where the cable is, if the wires inside break, you can always resolder these a lot easier than you can the ones with the 90. Usually with the 90s, I don't know how. I'm not a very good solderer to begin with, but that one with that 90-degree thing, you just go get another cable. But being poor, like I've been reduced to these days, I have to do things like that, like I did when I was a teenager. So, and I want to thank the two people mostly responsible for that, Brenda Height and Larry Patrick McConaughey. Both will never ever be allowed around me or in my life again for putting me in this situation. So thank you too, and I hope you both rot in hell for eternity. But anyway, back to the guitar instead of that bullshit. I like it. I really like it, man. It's yeah, it plays really good. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not or I haven't been, except maybe way back, a connoisseur of cheap guitars. When I first started out, what was the first one I had? It was some Sears, and it was an LP copy with all the effects built into the body itself, and with an amp. I don't even remember the name. It might have been a K, for all I know. I don't remember. But to learn on, that was a good little guitar. I wish I still had that guitar, but I wasn't as fanatical about it as I am now. I had it for several years until I was able to actually save up and buy a brand new, real Les Paul. And I think, if I remember correctly, after cutting off, I remember I cut a bunch of yards to get it. It was a whole summer, and I saved practically every dime I made. This is back when you cut a lawn, it was like $5, and you had a manual edger. I don't know if y'all ever had to deal with that, but boy, that that sucks, man. But there ain't nothing like a little mechanical edger these days whenever I use one. But nonetheless, God dang, he just made me think back how long ago that was. I was 12 years old in 1977. And that's when it started, the guitar thing. But man, this thing here, the binding, excellent. There's no fret nubs, and for those of y'all in the know, you know what I'm talking about. For you folks that do not, the fret nubs are the on the edge or the ends of the frets on the top and the bottom here, and you could feel it. They're not even. They're a little sharp. But I do have a miniature setup kit. The only thing I don't have in that setup kit is a way to make sure my neck is technically good and straight. I have to eyeball it. But the way I do it, just FYI, in case you're interested, I get it right there, and I look right down that thing with one eye, And I'm like, that's pretty goddamn straight neck. I mean, I'm impressed. I didn't have to take. I do have to get some screws because there's one screw for the truss rod cover here that's missing. No big deal. It's not going to affect the playability at all of this instrument. So let's jam a little bit. What do y'all think? I just can't get over how easy it feels in my hand. Almost as good as my Ibanez. I don't know. I'm still pretty in love with my Ibanez. But I'm also falling in love with this one. Hope Ivy don't get jealous. But anyway, that's really it about the demo until I find out some more about the specs. And I have not, like I said, I have not done that yet. And I will. And when I get it, I will copy and paste it into the description below, the link, and also in the description about the specs if you're interested. What is this? 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 fret. I thought it was 24, but that's what I get for guessing. Anyway, kids, I guess that's really about it for right now. I'll get out of y'all's hair. You can't get in your mind because I ain't got any. And leave me some comments. If you got a Firefly, holler at me. Let me know what you think. I'm very curious. I got to say, I'm really impressed with this. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. When I went and met the lady, she's selling them for her husband. Her husband could still set up a guitar, but he had a stroke and a heart attack, God bless him, and he can't play anymore, but he can set it up. And when I first picked it in the parking lot where we met up at, I could tell that it had been messed with at one time, particularly when I seen the screw gone from the truss rod cover, and the pickup switch was in reverse. But like I said, I corrected that. And I got a million screws from guitars, but I ain't got one that will fit in that hole. So that's just the way she goes, I guess. But anyway, thank you for watching. Like I said, if you own a Firefly, if you come here, holler at me. Let me know what you think about your Firefly. I'm curious. I did pick one up at a pawn shop and tried it. It was an LP copy. And I'm going to tell you right now, that was one heavy guitar. That thing had to weigh 12, 13 pounds. That's a lot of weight for a guitar. At least I think it is. And, of course, I couldn't weigh it. I don't even know what this one weighs. I think I'm going to say this is more like in the 7-pound area. But anyway, I will catch you later. And later on today, if not sooner, I will put out a rock and roll video because I feel it coming on. Thank you for watching again. Bye-bye.